the Trail of Light is coming along for Christmas. Now, are you going to be terrorizing people through the woods for Christmas, or is it
no? We decided we've had a challenging year this year, personally with our family, and for years we have talked about after Halloween doing a Christmas stroll. And everybody says, "Well, you've got the property, you've got the parking, you've got everything here. You should do it. You should do it." And we've really never had the motivation to do it, and again, we've had a challenging year this year, which is our motivation behind it.
Let's talk a little bit about the challenge. I know you don't want to get too far into this, but it's a big part of the story. And I've known about Go ahead, tell us. I mean, what brought the trail, the light stroll on?
Well, on Mother's Day morning this year, we lost our son Dakota Murphy, 16, and this would have been his senior year, and he was very actively involved in many organizations in the community and
in Fremont,
all over. Actually, I mean,
right.
He worked out here at Muskegon and worked in the kitchen actually for the Abused Women and Children's Center
really?
as well. Yeah.
Wow,
and
okay.
He worked with the Lions Club in Greenville, and I mean, he did a lot of things. And actually, he made a lot of impact on a lot of people's lives, which was a very humbling experience for me and my husband after the fact, when people just kept coming in waves and telling us the things that he had done. And he kind of, for the last few years, ran the trail. We were getting older, and it's he pretty much, recruited and was building sets, and it's kind of his legacy.
Yeah.
And he had a passion for it because the trail always helped many organizations, and
Sure.
we raised money for organizations and food and, the Heat or Eat promotions. And Dakota, that was his passion. And we have another son, Shawnee, and we were struggling going into the holiday this year with losing his brother, and this being our first Christmas without Dakota, and really challenged with finding Christmas spirit, and had to take ourselves back and go, okay, it's about family. It's about sacrifice. It's about giving. It's about togetherness. It's about sharing love and making memories. It's not so much about the gifts and the store and the hustle and the bustle. There's a lot of people that have challenges. We are not alone in this. Mm-hmm. But one thing that I've learned is giving comes back tenfold, and also serving. So in your greatest times of challenge, if you give and you serve, it's going to fill you up and help fill that absence in your heart. And, there's nothing that we can give him for Christmas. There's nothing we can do for him. There's nothing that he can't give him upstairs. And this is something that we thought of, bringing a community and bringing our communities together for 1 or 2 nights and filling our property with joy and love and cheer. One, to help our family, but we also are helping, once again, many organizations. And this is a start of something that his brother Sean can leave as a legacy and carry on.
Yeah, because you're taking, once again, proceeds and are going to different charities.
Yes, we are. Fremont High School has started a scholarship fund in honor of our son because of the things that he had done in the community. And it will be issued this year for the first time at what would have been Dakota's graduating class.
Yeah.
And so they're building to make this an ongoing scholarship fund, which we raised for at the trail, and we're also raising for at the Trail of Lights, to assist in their efforts. And there's so many kids, that go out of their way to do things, and this child that will be selected for this has to meet or exceed the things that Dakota did in 3 years in their 4 years.
Wow.
So we were extremely honored when they approached us and said they would like to offer this. In the history of Fremont, there's only 4, Dakota's being one of them, and we wanted to make sure that they sustained the funds they needed to make it continue on.
Sure.
And also, it was a humbling experience when they said this, because we know that we are not the only parents that have lost a child. I mean, there's many children.
But it feels like it.
It feels like it. It is really hard. But again, you can't make excuses. You have to think about. You can't alienate yourself. You're not the only ones, and you have to think about how these other mothers that don't have this monumental exposure, to society, how they must feel, and try and make a difference for them, and try and make them realize that if you surround yourself with love, love conquers all things.
Yeah, we hope, huh?
And I have to believe that. So bringing all these little kids out and the joy and the laughter and, families being together and making a memory. And our goal is really to make sure that people realize that it's more about spending time together, spending quality time. Take an hour, come out with your family, walk through, look at the beautiful lights, have some fun, have a cocoa, see the people in your community, because we all get so busy during the holidays that we don't take that time. You're making time, on Christmas
Force yourself.
morning.
Yeah.
But take time, away from the hustle and bustle and make a memory.
I got to tell you, I went up to the kids' the funeral in Fremont, and you over the years you go to funerals that are tough, and you go to, and you lose friends and relatives and all that kind of stuff. But I have never been to a more, first and foremost, heart-wrenching funeral because of the kid's age. I know those kids since he's 8 years old.
Right.
It's hard to know. But on the other hand, what a remarkable testament to the community of Fremont and the people in it. They were busing people in from every parking lot in Fremont to get out to it was the Baptist church on the outskirts of town out there. Overwhelming. Yes. I mean, on one hand, it's just so sad, and I know you and Sean, and everything sucks. But to see the community come out like that, the kid made an impact, and that's a big deal. And that's something to be proud of. I mean, even though I know I can see you're kind of glassy-eyed over there, and I understand, but that kid made his dent in a very short amount of time, and he left a great legacy. Yes. So you should be proud.
Honored and proud and humbled.
No, humble.
Because you're so focused on being a perfect parent and being strict and setting those boundaries. And, you're always worrying if you're doing something wrong, especially at that fork in the road that most 16 and 17-year-olds make. And, he made great choices and he helped so many. And the fact that we were so unaware of how many that he helped was really shocking to us. I mean, I knew that he was a good boy, but he really went out of his way to help people, and it was quite a mixture. And part of the organizations that we have, the Trail of Lights now and the Trail of Terror, is we kind of are the home for misfit toys.
Right.
We really get a lot of these kids that are at that fork in the road, and their parents are working, and there's financial struggles, and they just don't have that connection at home with them, and to have another adult that tells them you matter, right at that critical time, really can make a difference. And ongoing into the future, we're working on a goal, and it's Camp Dakota, and it is going to be for those kids that are in that fork in the road, that just need that push through this hard time to realize, keep on track, you're doing the right thing, even though it might seem like the whole world's coming down on you, you really are doing the right thing. And, we've got a couple out there that have worked on the Trail of Lights with us. I don't want to mention names, but one of them was in trouble at school and had to do his community service hours. And this child is amazing. I mean, he's smart and he's committed, and his manners are there. And it's, someone actually believing him and not criticizing him or condemning. And, he feels so important and he's so proud. He lost his grandmother last week. And so I didn't expect to see him come work this weekend. And his mom calls us up and says, you've made an impact on him, and he wants to come out there because he heard your story about Dakota and you saying that you wanted to light this property all the way up to heaven because there was nothing you could give your son for Christmas. And he said, I need to be out there because I got to send a message up to Grandma, too.
Oh, wow. There you have it. Let's talk about it. All right, enough of the gloom and doom. Enough of the why is it here. Let's talk about the show itself. Now, up on Crocker Road in Holton is where this is. It is 7582 Crocker Road. Yes. Talk about the displays we're going to see around the trail.
Well, when you first get there, you will enter the tent, and that's actually where you'll get your tickets. And then, of course, you, Andy, will be in there playing Christmas music.
That's me. King of Christmas.
We, of course, have Santa Claus and cookies and cocoa. We are running a special because we really want a lot of Christmas spirit out there. Our goal is joy and cheer. So if you wear your Santa Claus hat, your cocoa will be free.
Whoa.
And then as they're going through, we really want to make it lighthearted and fun. The trail has been more geared for, Trail of Terror, I should say, for older kids. The little ones just don't make it. This is definitely geared for kids and families. It's got a great mixture of music. As you're going through, you're going to hear different Christmas favorites, from history way back to, everything from I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas to the Charlie Brown, and we've got Snoopy, and we've got the Coca-Cola polar bears, and we've got the gingerbread houses. I mean, it's over 2,000 feet. There's over 300,000 lights. There's music that goes through all the way.
Yep.
And each, kind of scene, I guess, is, here's Snoopy and here's the Snoopy theme. And it's just meant to be really lighthearted and fun. You're going to hear your favorites, have a cocoa, take a stroll, spend quality time. And really, and when you leave there, the goal is that your children are going to be so excited, and you're going to see their smiles, and they're going to light up, and you've made an impact on somebody.
Yeah. And now this was a walk-through event. It's not riding your car through. You're actually walking through the forest and
yes.
the lights. Awesome.
It's 10 acres of property, so yes, it's cold. Dress warm. And you, like I said, you'll start, and the tent is heated, so you'll be able to get in the tent, get some cocoa, see Santa, say hi to Andy.
Have a cigar.
Smoking sections outside.
That's just me.
And then
hey, you know what? I get a chance to be outside in the middle of the winter. I'm having a stogie at some point. I'll keep it away from the kids, but a guy's got to have a little holiday cheer himself.
Yes.
This is a fantastic thing. People know I've been a part of the Trail of Terror for quite some time.
The beginning.
Yeah, is it really that long already?
Yes, your first year.
It's been an honor to know the family. It's been an honor to be a part of your lives and all the events that go on up there. And even though I still have to GPS it, going there 10 years,
right?
It's so worthwhile, and it's so much fun. So, what time does it all get underway tonight?
We will open at 5 o'clock, and we're open from 5 to 9. It is 2 shows only.
Okay.
We have tonight and tomorrow night, and it is 5 to 9. And from 5 to 6, it is our early elf special.
Early bird special.
Early elf.
The blue plate special.
So it is buy one, get one free tickets.
Cool.
And again, if they wear their Santa hats, they get their cocoa free.
Cool.
And we will be, like I said, 5 to 9 tonight. If you're in the door, in line by 6 o'clock, because there usually is a line, then there will be someone out there that will mark it. So don't panic that you didn't get your ticket yet by 6, because
right.
as long as you're in there by 6 o'clock, you're going to get the buy one, get one. And basically, it is a long. You can get lost getting out there. It is out in the country.
It's not hard to find. It really is not.
Right off Maple Island Road,
Yep.
if you're coming from Muskegon
Yep.
or the Fremont area, right off Maple Island Road, or you can go through the Twin Lake area and you turn on Ryerson, and
Yep.
there's signs out there. There's signs all the way, but it is through the country. So, you're getting a nice ride out, spending, again, quality time with the family, making a memory, and bringing community together. And, I got to tell you, one of the biggest things is it's helping our family.
Sure.
And we're not used to receiving, and we're used to being giving and going out of our way to help. And this is actually really helping our family get through this holiday.
It's called karma.
Yes.
There's some of us out there that believe in that immensely.
Yeah.
And you're well overdue.
So
it's a great thing to see.
Well, this is your first year doing this, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, you had to go and obviously buy all these lights. I mean,
Yes.
if people don't have this. I mean, do they? This is going to be kind of a stupid question, but are there places you can go and buy and get discounts when you're buying this many lights, or are you buying them like someone else?
Them just like everybody
Wow.
else. Yes. It is, but again, you're investing in your future.
Yep.
You're
Sure.
investing in, something that is going to be ongoing and that's going to help a lot of people. I mean, every year we'll take on anything. We invited out orphans. They're still working on the transportation, but we were going to sponsor any and all that showed up.
Sure.
Because we want, kids that are less fortunate to also get the message of Christmas.
Yeah.
I think this is going to grow into something really magical.
Sure.
I really do.
Well, at
And
least they've perfected Christmas lights now, where if one bulb burns out, you don't lose the whole
The
strand.
whole strand.
boy, that has been a challenge, though.
And the rumor going around is that Bad Santa is going to chase you out at the end.
No bad Santas. No bad
Jim's not going to be Jim Harrington's not going to be Bad Santa, huh?
Jim and Kelly and Jenny, I got to tell you, I've got a crew out there that
Yeah.
have really been dedicated, and I'm so thankful for them. We have been out there from early hours of the morning till late hours of the night in the cold. And yes, it is kind of like the National Lampoon's, Christmas, because we'll have everything all done. And then you go in the next day and you boot the system up and there's just lights. And you have to chase these lights to find out where's this at. Well, some animal ran through or, a squirrel
right.
unplugged it or
Shoot
something.
through it, right?
So that's been a challenge, but they've really kept, it lighthearted, and we found a way to laugh about it. And I could not ask for more loyal or committed people. They're absolutely amazing, and I'm so thankful for all of them.
Yeah. We're there for you.
2 nights
You've been there
only.
for us.
Tonight,
2 nights tonight. Yep.
Tonight and tomorrow night.
The Trail of Lights, the Christmas stroll up in Holton. We'll put all the details online at muskegonradio.com. And you wanted to say one more thing, Buffy?
If they need any more information, they can find us on Facebook at the Trail of Lights Christmas Stroll.
Okay.
And all the information's on there, phone number, directions, prices, all of that fun stuff, too.
We'll put it up online at muskegonradio.com.
Yes,
Piece of
perfect.
cake.
Thank you so much, Andy.
I wish you luck. You're an amazing inspiration for everybody, and to be a part of the Murphy family for these 10 years now. It's been my pleasure and honor. Glad to have you, Buffy. Best of luck. We'll see you tonight for the Trail of Light.
Thank you so much.
All right. Tempted. It's Squeeze, and it is on Muskegon's 100.9, 821.